Look at this here. Number 13. It's so much to talk about. It's so much has happened, okay? I'm behind with some of these trending topics, but we're still going to talk about them. So, let's get started. All right, y'all. So this is everything we're gonna talk about today. Tiana and Iman, the color purple, and this horrific rollout that it's had. Vivica shading Taraji, who then got shaded by Gabrielle Union, who then got shaded back by Vivica. It's a whole circle of events. Halle Bailey and DDG had their baby. Y'all don't care. All of a sudden, y'all don't care. Martell Holt got arrested, and I mean, hey, who was surprised. And then Dame Dash claims he's broke. Dame Dash want us to believe that he's broke. Let's get into some of this stuff, y'all. Let's start off with Halle Bailey and DDG. All right. Y'all have been up this lady's ass about being pregnant, okay? Everything that Halle did, y'all were in the comments. You're pregnant. You're pregnant. Twitter fingers, Instagram fingers, typing, looking like the Kermit the Frog gif when he's typing. She confirmed the birth of her son, Halo. Okay, they posted that little picture right there with the little baby's hand. He has this little bracelet on that says Halo, and Halle shaded y'all by saying that y'all were desperate to meet him. So she posted this Instagram post. Um, Let me see if I have it bigger so I can read it without getting super close to the screen. Do I have it saved? I do. Okay. So Halle said, even though we're a few days into the new year, the greatest thing that 2023 could have done for me was bring me my son. Welcome to the world, my Halo. Emoji, emoji. The world is desperate to know you. Desperate to know you. I cackled when I saw that. You know why? Because y'all were. Y'all were desperate to know that baby. Y'all were. So now all of a sudden, now y'all don't care. She rude. When nobody desperate to meet him. Yes, y'all were. Yes, y'all were. I did a video asking one look at this here. I forgot what number it is. But I was saying why do y'all care about Haley? Or Halle, excuse me. Why do y'all care about Halle? Why do y'all care so much if she announces her pregnancy or if she doesn't? And y'all were in the comments when she want to be a celebrity and blah, blah, blah. Y'all did all that. Everything she posted, y'all were talking about that lady being pregnant. Now that she announced it on her terms, right? With this picture here, now y'all feeling to her. Now y'all don't care. Stop it. Y'all were desperate to meet that baby. Y'all were. The whole well, she lied to us. She didn't lie to y'all. She don't have to tell y'all nothing. I think we've reached a point where we're so accessible, or excuse me, celebrities are so accessible to us, right? I can get on Snapchat or TikTok or Instagram or Twitter right now and I can see what a celebrity is doing. They film in their houses. They go live all the time. Hell, Cardi cusses y'all out on Clubhouse and Twitter Spaces all the time. So we are so connected to celebrities that in the event that they decide that they want to keep something to themselves, they don't want to get too deep into whatever the case, y'all can't take it. Think about Beyonce, right? So Beyonce does not post Sir. We don't see a lot about Sir at all. We don't see a lot about him. And a lot of people have taken that to mean that, oh, it must be something wrong with him. Something's wrong with him. She's hiding him. The whole Drake was hiding his baby from the world. They don't have to, they don't owe us their kids. They don't owe us their kids. Who knows what Kerry Washington's kids look like? We've seen one picture of them little girls. What's in my eye? We've seen one picture of them little girls. I think they're both girls. I know one of them is for sure, Violet. We don't have to. Somebody tweeted that, she didn't get to enjoy being pregnant and wear cute pregnant outfits. How y'all know she didn't? How do y'all know she didn't? That's what gets me. However, Halle chose to deal with her pregnancy, I feel it's fine. I think a lot of people kind of forget that Halle is also, I don't know if she's still under contract with Disney, but she did get pregnant kind of right after The Little Mermaid came out, right? There could have been something in her contract where she agreed to not show it, whatever the case. Now, Halle did come out, and I don't know if she did an interview or if she just issued a statement, and she said the reason that they chose to kind of keep their, I gotta hang no, sorry. The reason that they chose to try to kind of keep this private is because they wanted to protect their relationship and protect the baby. Now, when you think about that statement, look at all the stuff that y'all have said about DDG. Now, I don't know anything about this boy, right? I know that he is a YouTuber turned rapper. I guess his whole family, they came up big off of YouTube. He shares a lot about his life. I know that he also like gives a lot away. He gives away gift cards. He hides money in different cities, and then he'll tell everybody this is where to go find this $100 bill or $200 or however much it is. So I know that he does that. And I also know there's some bad with him, right? I guess he was still messing with his ex or something like that while, or people thought he was while he was with Halle. There was the issue where I know he said that he was jealous of her career and he was going to sabotage it. He said some things in songs, sure. But at the end of the day, if Halle is okay with DDG, who are we? Okay? Who are we to tell her who she should or should not date? That's what it comes down to for me. She want to be with this boy, let her. But let's not act like y'all weren't desperate to meet this baby. Because y'all were. Y'all were. So y'all went from saying, are you pregnant, 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 pregnant under every post to now when they post about the baby, because I think DDG has been posting about the baby. Now it's come to y'all being like, now it's come to y'all saying, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. Pick a struggle. Pick a struggle. That's all I'm saying. Pick a struggle, y'all. Either y'all like the lady or y'all don't. Martell Holt. Okay. Martell Holt is from Love and Marriage Huntsville. If you guys don't know who he is. So go watch my recap. I posted the reunion, the second part of the reunion aired last night. Did my recap. So he was arrested earlier this week and charged with domestic violence in the third degree, harassing communications. He was released 3 hours later. His publicist issued a statement to TMZ that this was all just a misunderstanding. Okay, this was all a misunderstanding. Here's his mugshot that we saw. I took out some of the more important or sensitive details. So I took out the booking number, case number, inmate number, whatever else, all of that stuff that was on there. So the thing with Martell is we know that if you watch the show, this is clearly allegedly geared towards his ex-wife. So what we saw happen on the show is Melody Holt was his ex-wife. The two of them were married for 14 years. During the last 5 or so years of that marriage, Martell cheated on her with Ariane Curry. Melody took him back initially. He cheated on her again during the pandemic and got Ariane pregnant. So Martell now has quote unquote ghetto twins where his wife Melody had just had a baby, right? So their youngest child, who they call Sugar Mama, I can't think of that baby's name. Malaya. All their names start with M. But the youngest baby that they call Sugar Mama is about the same age, maybe a year or so difference as Martell's now 5th child. They divorced. Martell is not taking too kindly to the divorce. We see him harass Melody on the show, so this is not far-fetched, right? He got out 3 hours later, and he was free to go about his business until his court date. So his publicist, issued a statement to TMZ, as you can see on the screen, January 10th. Publicist's name is Jonelle White. or Jonelle Witt, I should say, Jonelle Witt, she said, "We would like to issue an official statement regarding the recent allegations against Martell Holt concerning harassment text messages to his accuser dating back to August of 2022. It is with great concern that we address these accusations. Martell Holt adamantly denies any intentional harm or harassment against the accuser. We believe that these allegations are the result of a misunderstanding, and we are confident that the legal process will ultimately vindicate Mr. Holt. Martell remains committed to being a devoted father and maintaining a positive and healthy co parenting relationship with Miss Rogers and Miss Curry for the well being of their children. Miss Rogers is his ex wife, Miss Curry is the mistress now turned girlfriend. Okay? So Melody and Martell, who is Miss Rogers, Melody, they have 4 kids together. He has one child with Miss Curry. He has a little boy. Despite the challenges presented, Martell will continue to focus on his role as a responsible parent and contribute positively to his community. We urge the public and the media to approach this matter with fairness and sensitivity, considering the impact such allegations can have on individuals and their families. We are confident that as the legal proceedings unfold, the truth will emerge and Martell Holt will be exonerated. We appreciate your understanding and respect for Martell's privacy during this challenging time. So basically, Martell got arrested. Here's the thing. We know that Martell was sending Melody he was contacting her excessively when he didn't need to, right? We saw on the show she didn't even want him to have her phone number because when she had the kids, she had a burner phone that she used for the kids, right? So if the kids have the cell phone, if Melody has the kids for their custody agreement and Martell wanted to talk to his children, he would have to call that burner phone to talk to those kids. Melody did not want Martell to have her personal cell phone number. The judge, during their case, their custody case, felt that Melody did not have the children's best interest at heart by not giving Martell her phone number. So she had to turn over her phone number, and I'm assuming that the harassing communications, which is text message, probably social media, piped up again. We have seen Martell go on and off, go off and off and off and off on Melody on social media. She's done the same. Before somebody says she is not just him, she has done the same as well. But Martell and Melody do not have a peaceful or a healthy or a positive co-parenting relationship. You know how we know this? Because we have seen this play out on the show. They are each trying to take the kids away from the other. It can't possibly be healthy. Not in the least. Not in the least. But Martell is out for right now. This was apparently a warrant too. So this was apparently a warrant that somebody I guess must have tipped the police off, and that's where Martell was, and that's why they came and picked him up. So it's not like he was out, hitting on somebody. It really is the fact that this was a warrant. They tipped him off about it, and that's how they went and got him. So we know that the show is now back to filming, which is crazy. The reunion has another part that is coming out next week, and they are already back to filming. Already back to filming, but I guess. I guess. Let's talk The Color Purple. So I have not seen the movie yet. I haven't had a chance to go see it yet. I was kind of trying to wait until all the hype died down because I just don't want to be in the movies. I don't mind going to the movies, but I don't want to be in the movies where it's a bunch of people singing and hollering and crying and doing all that type of stuff. When they said that the movie was, they were going to be remaking the movie, or excuse me, turning the Broadway play a musical Broadway into a taking it to the screen, I myself knew that it was a musical. And I feel like from the day that it came out, Christmas Day 2023, when people started going to the movies, and then not realizing for whatever God forsaken reason that this was a musical, shit has been downhill since. We have seen Taraji be on the brink of a breakdown every single interview she's done, right? Citing issues with pay disparity and all of that type of stuff. And while we stand with Taraji, and I stand with Taraji, women should be paid. Black women do need to get their just due, their worth when it comes to movie and television and everything else. I stand with Taraji, but I think the moment that Taraji started talking about this, it tanked the promotion for the movie, because it was never about, oh, what did you guys do on set and how was it working with this and connecting with the script. Everything from that moment turned into them talking solely about the pay disparity and the issues, which then turned a lot of people into taking this and blaming it on Oprah, who was an EP. So more things came out. Taraji talked about how they didn't have food and snacks, I guess while they were in rehearsals. So my thing is, doesn't every production have a craft table? They don't have craft services. So Taraji cited that we didn't get that until I called Oprah, or I talked to Oprah. Oprah made some things happen. Taraji also talked about how they were just giving rental cars in Atlanta and told that they were, get yourself to set. Taraji was saying how, that's dangerous. You know what I mean? Your talent shouldn't be driving themselves to set. There should be a driver. Now, when you have a cast that has Taraji P. Henson, who is a Oscar nominated actress, you have Fantasia, who I think Fantasia has a Tony. You have Danielle Brooks. You have Sierra, you have John Baptiste, you had Halle Bailey. There were a lot of bigger name people in this movie. I would think that in Atlanta, yeah, you would want to make sure that the talent gets to the studios safely. My thing with this is I don't necessarily think that this is all Oprah's fault. And I'm not the biggest Oprah fan, right? I never have been. But this is just not all Oprah's fault. I think this comes down to the studio. What studio is putting this on? Was it Warner Brothers? I just feel like there's so many things that have to happen, or other people that are involved and to blame outside of just the easy target of Oprah. Right? So then we get to, it leads and turns into Vivica Fox. So Vivica Fox is out, and she's approached by TMZ. Vivica has been in the business, has been in the industry for years. We know her. She has quotable lines. She has memorable movies. Vivica has done some stuff, right? Vivica was out. Vivica has transitioned over to Hallmark and Lifetime too. I think specifically Lifetime, where she's been starring in a lot of movies over there and executive producing a lot of movies for Lifetime. So Vivica was approached and asked about how she feels about Taraji's pay disparity issues and troubles. How does she feel about that? Talk to us about it. Vivica said to each their own, but I'm good. She has not experienced that in her career. Okay? My issue with this is, if Vivica has not experienced not getting paid her worth in her career, then Vivica has not experienced that in her career. Right? So we can't fault Vivica because she has not experienced that. My issue personally is that Vivica didn't have Taraji's back. You could have said no comment. You could have simply said, "Oh, I stand with Taraji. I support Taraji," because there are so many younger actresses that are coming up behind y'all. The Ryan Destinies, the Marseilles, the Storm Reeds, the Yara Shahidis, well, Zendaya's probably getting her money. But there are so many young artists and actresses that are coming up behind you. So for you to just feel that, well, shit, it ain't happening to me. Like, I just feel like that's just a nasty attitude to have, right? I know that people took it different ways, and a lot of it can be attributed to, if she has not had that experience, she hasn't. What do y'all want her to say? Sometimes the best thing to say is just no comment, or a simple "I stand with Taraji," right? So then Gabrielle Union gets involved. So Gabrielle Union begins to like a smorgasbord of negative tweets about Vivica. So in this tweet right here, somebody retweets the TMZ post, and it says, "Listen." Well, actually, it first started out with, see if I can make this bigger. So it first started out with somebody reposting the TMZ post, right? And saying she, as in Vivica, hasn't experienced Taraji's successes either. Next. Now, Taraji is an Oscar nominated actress. She is. Taraji has been nominated for an Oscar, right? We have seen Taraji in some amazing movies. So I think Taraji was robbed of an Oscar for playing what's her name? Katherine Jackson in Hidden Figures. I think her name is Katherine Jackson. I always feel like that's not her name because I have a friend whose name is that, and I always kind of feel like that's not her name. Let me see, because I want to get this lady's name right. I know her name was Catherine. I know her name was Catherine. It was Catherine. Oh, hell. Sorry, y'all. Katherine Johnson. Okay. So I think that Taraji should have got that Oscar for, or at least been nominated for playing Katherine Johnson in Hidden Figures, because she knocked, that's a phenomenal movie for one, but she knocked that out of the park. Completely knocked it out. So for Gabrielle Union to see that, right? Because somebody agrees with that. It then becomes somebody saying, because Gabrielle Union liked that particular tweet. This is Gabby's account. She likes it. Somebody then reposted that and then said, "Listen, Gab isn't the only shady one, or excuse me, isn't the shady one here. That's all Vivica. Because why the fuck is she even talking? Why is she actively working to undermine what Taraji is saying about her mistreatment, about the systematic mistreatment of black women in Hollywood, while starring in Tubi movies?" Now, I know that person is trying to cook, but I don't watch Tubi. My mom does. I don't watch Tubi, but Vivica's not on Tubi, to my knowledge. Vivica is still somebody, right? Vivica is still somebody. So I put up Vivica's IMDb page because, as much as I'm not on Vivica's side with this, because I really felt like she should have handled this better, we not gonna play Vivica to the left. According to IMDb, Vivica has been in so far 238, we'll call it publications, because I think that includes TV as well, right? 238 with 10 upcoming. 10, according to IMDb. So we've seen Vivica in some stuff, right? So let's not do that. Vivica has been in just some notable stuff. She's been in Two Can Play That Game. Vivica has been in Independence Day. Vivica was on Empire. Vivica was on, and I'm not listing the TV movie she's done. Vivica was in Kill Bill. She was in Bobby Christina. She's been in some stuff, right? So let's not act as if Vivica is just this nobody who was just talking out the side of her neck. So Gabrielle Union goes on to like some more posts, which is that she hasn't experienced Taraji's successes either. Okay, that was that one. And then we get the third one that I was able to find where Gabrielle Union attacks Megan Good. Talk about she ain't no Now I did laugh when I saw it, but it's like, Gabby, what is going on? And my thing is, now we got to pivot to Gabrielle Union because like, what are we doing and why are we doing it? You know what I mean? Unnecessary. Unnecessary. My whole thing is, Vivica, there's a way to say things, and if that is not your experience, we're happy for you. But a lot of times it's not what you say, but how you say it. And I think Vivica's tone was shitty. That's just me. That's just me. Let me know how y'all feel about that. Was Vivica wrong for that? If Vivica say she's good, she's good. But I also kind of feel like you could have really just said, you know what? While that hasn't been my experience, I still stand with Taraji. I support Taraji. I hope that Taraji starts to get what she feels she's worth. Hop in the comments. Let's talk about it, y'all. Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert. Okay. Okay. So, Tiana Taylor. Tiana Taylor and Iman, we know that Tiana filed for divorce. She wanted to keep it sealed. She wanted to keep the divorce not secret, but private. You know, she didn't want the public to know the ins and outs of this divorce and subsequently how their marriage went. Iman, for whatever reason, wants everything public, which is weird to me because Teyana has been defending you. When everybody called you a cheater and everything else, Teyana was the main one like, nope, not too much of my bestie. We're separated. He can do what he wants to do, whatever the case, right? So Iman wanted everything out in the open, and now everything is out in the open. So since he wanted it open, you look crazy now, sir. You look negligent. So y'all know it's open, so now people are getting access to the court documents. So it starts off with somebody leaking some documents that call out the fact that Iman was often under the influence while taking care of their children, Junie, and I can't remember the youngest baby's name, right? So because of that, he has forgotten to feed them on occasion. Now, see, this is stuff that we would never know. We thought that you were a good dad. I assume everybody is a good parent until I see proof they are not, right? That's just how I am. Like, I don't ever look at a celebrity and say, I know that you're a bad person. Unless you show some proof that you were not. I just assume people are good parents. I assume people take care of their children the way that they should. That's just me. that's that's just me, okay? I guess you can call me gullible. So details have also come out that he has put them into an Uber, Junie and the youngest baby, put them into an Uber and then called a separate car service for himself because he was so under the influence. Now, Iman looks like he stays high, but when you're high, which is your business, but when your high starts to affect the well-being of your children and how you show up and present yourself on a day-to-day basis, then it's an issue. But again, we wouldn't have known any of this had Iman allowed Teyana to keep these divorce papers sealed. What do y'all think was his angle with wanting to know? Like, what do y'all think was his angle with this? Why do y'all think he wanted us to? Why do y'all think he wanted this to come out? I guess I don't quite understand that. What are you gaining? What are you gaining? What are you gaining? What benefit is it to you, right? For people to know what is going on in your divorce. What benefit is it to you? Does Iman have something in the chamber that he's gonna let loose, and then like we're gonna find out these awful things about Teyana? I'm I don't get it. So hopefully that at the end of this, the children are in the best care possible, and they get the peace of mind that they need when they become separate. I don't know why y'all were calling them couple goals in the first place. I think people need to temper expectations on couple goals. Michelle Obama just did an interview, or I just saw a clip, I don't know how old the interview is, where she said that she doesn't like that people call her and Barack relationship goals and couple goals. Find somebody that is close to you. It can be a friend, it can be an aunt and an uncle, your parents. I've always thought it weird when people peg celebrities as couple goals. When Tia Mowry and Corey divorced, the way people were like, man, there's no hope for black love. What? Because of Tia and Corey? Maybe it's because I'm used to seeing marriages that in my family that have that have transcended. Like my parents have been married 45 years. My aunt and my uncle just celebrated 42 years earlier this week. Like I have people in my family, in my life, that I feel are more couple goals than two celebrities that I don't know. But let me know what y'all think about that. And then last but not least, and this really don't even need to be talked about for real, but we'll talk about it. Dame Dash. So Dame Dash, y'all know he's been, okay? I feel like Dame Dash lost the court of public opinion years ago. A lot of people don't really rock with Dame. He's done some grimy things. He's moved a certain way. We're not the biggest fan of his. But one thing that I think everybody can agree of is Dame Dash is a very business savvy person, right? He knows how to make a dollar. So he's currently in the custody case with Rachel Roy over the youngest child that they have together. Now, I know that he has Boogie. Does Boogie have the same mother as Ava? How many baby mamas does Dame Dash have? Because I thought Rachel Roy was Ava's mother too, but maybe not. Nonetheless, they have a child that they're in like a custody case with. So Dame wants the judge to lower the child support to $428 a month. Why? Because Dame said he only made $5,140 in all of 2022. The entire year. The entire year, all 365 days in 2022, from January the 1st to December the 31st, Damon Dash wants us wants us to believe, the judge, that he has only made $5,140. Dame, playing somebody else's face, my good sir. You know how I know that Dame Dash made more than that? Because Dame Dash is on Growing Up Hip Hop. And Dame Dash has appeared in quite a few episodes in 2022. But okay. He said that he's been broke since 2020. He never recovered from the pandemic. So, I mean, we did see him run up on Lee Daniels, to get that money. We saw him run up on Lee Daniels to get the money that he loaned Lee Daniels for, was it for Empire or for Star, for some show? Remember that video where Diana Ross is singing in the background? Diana is singing in the background, y'all, okay? Rachel Roy said, no, this is cap. Rachel feels that he is hiding money in different streams of income from the judge, which I'm sure he is. I'm sure he is. Dame Dash is he get it how you live, I guess. But to want us to believe that you only made $5,000 in a year when we know that you appeared on a reality show, that's the thing. Even if Dame Dash has only appeared in, let's say, I don't know how many episodes. Let's pull it up on IMDb. Let's pull it up. But Dame Dash he's on Growing Up Hip Hop because Boogie, his son, his oldest son, Dame Dash Jr., is on Growing Up Hip Hop. I watched the show. I've seen his ass on there. Let me see. Dame Dash. Oh, he probably doesn't have a. You know what? He probably doesn't have an IMDb page. To be real. Oh, here. It said he appeared. It doesn't say. Damn. Okay. But he has appeared. Oh, here we go. Dame Dash actor. Yeah, it doesn't show. Nonetheless, Dame Dash is on Growing Up Hip Hop, right? So we know that you're getting paid for that. Dame Dash is not a person who looks like he just shows up and does anything for shits and giggles. So let's say even if Dame Dash was in, let's say 3 episodes, right? Let's say he appeared in 3 episodes or 5. Let's say he appeared in 5 episodes. Do we really believe that Dame is only making $1,000 for every appearance? Dame, you know what I mean? IMDb says he hasn't been in any episodes since 2019. That's not true. That is simply not true. This isn't updated. It only goes up to 2020. Nonetheless, playing somebody else's face, you are making more than you have made more than $5,000, and Rachel Roy want her child support. And damn it, if she run up on you how you ran up on Lee Daniels, then I mean, that's just how that goes. But let me know how you guys felt about all of these topics. I know that there's a bunch more stuff to talk about, so a video is coming out tomorrow. And I'll talk about Peter Thomas, Jonathan Majors, Just Hilarious, Little Nas X, Monique, and then this whole Tamar versus Jesse Wu situation. And I mean, Tamar has to get her life together. If you have not already, don't forget, subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video, leave some comments down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Go Pack Go.